We are starting the stream. I'm gonna drop a link in chat. I'm Chris. This is part of Honest Indies, and today was a big day for indie games. There were a lot of new releases out, including MakeRoom, which I'm gonna play a little bit of right now. And another game that I've streamed before is The Seat Taken. I played the demo a few months ago, and one of the devs was in chat, which was fun. Shadow dropped today during the Nintendo Indie World, which was pretty cool. And Gemporium came out today. Ritual Raven came out today. Other games that are slipping my mind right now, just a whole lot. All either fully released today. We got some demos, like Cappy Castaway came out. Big day for indies. Big day for Wholesome Games stuff. 2 games that they published, including this one, both dropping the same day. I'm wearing the Wholesome Games shirt that I bought, and I need to thank them because they sent me a key for this, which was amazing. I was already looking forward to it, and now I'm getting to finally play it. And this is my first time playing. I would like to play a short tutorial. Thank you, Kenny. Little bit of my own kind of like connection to this developer who's known on the internet as Kenny, Kenney. They just produce an insane amount of like free to use game assets that all have, well, not all of them, many of them have an aesthetic similar to this actual game, but there's so much variety, so many things for people to just be able to use. And I took a class with a group called Code Coven at this point, like 3 years ago, which feels wild. But it was an intro to game making class. And for most of our homework assignments, most of us used at least some Kenny assets. Those of us who weren't artists used some of his assets. And now there's a game full of them that seems like it's going to be absolutely delightful. I mean, look at this little dude. Building relationships isn't going to be the only game of the year with talking houses. Welcome. I'm going to teach you how to decorate rooms in MakeRoom. You can select objects by clicking on them. Cool. Click the sofa and remove it to get started. I just instinctively clicked the sofa without reading the rest of the sentence. Okay, fantastic. On the left, you'll find categories with furniture. Find the table category and place a table in the room. Cabinets. Desks. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to actually scroll. Tables. Let's go with this one. And stick it in a corner. Actually, let's move it in the other corner. You can change the colors. Ooh. Oh, wait, let's change the wood. There, purple and green, my 2 faves. It's also possible to change the size of any object. Teeny tiny table. How small can we go? Oh, we can go way smaller than I ever would have anticipated. Look at this. Okay, well now I just need to know, how big can you get? Okay, and I can't just click and hold. Got it. I mean, this is a pretty big table. Let's make you, back to a more normal size. Okay, those are the basics of decorating. We can change the walls. What? Ooh. Oh, we can really change the walls. Huh. Okay, cool. You can also click the floor, walls, change properties. Try changing the background color of the scene. Oh. So good. Thanks. Okay, just exploring the rest of the palette. Okay, tutorial complete. Oh wait, at least I think complete. We can save. Here I can take pictures. Okay, tutorial not complete. What are you? A vacuum if there's a mess? Huh. Okay, we'll figure out what those do later. Ooh, turning the lights out on the room. Cool. Oh, adding some trees to the background? Removing trees? Oh, these are just straight up different backgrounds. Not adding them, fully changing them. Understood. Okay. Let's, Ooh. That light is nice. Okay, let's actually return to the main menu for real. And play the game. Ooh. Okay, let's just take a look at the island here. Art studio, gamer room, camper renovation. That's not a room. Garage to home cinema. The tutorial, check. Vampires welcome, awesome. Garden retreat, reading nook. Tiny bookshop, another game that just came out. Shout out to reading. Cat paradise, heck yes. Oh, we can't do the boat. At least not yet. That's not a thing. Spy headquarters. Potion laboratory. Meditation space. What am I feeling? You know what? Camper van, make it a home. Another game that came out earlier this summer that I've played a little bit and I need to get back to. But, let's do the camper van first, just because it is small. Ooh, and it's cluttered. Well, this camper looks like it's been in hibernation since the disco era. It's a long time, but there's a bass. Is it a talking bass? Because if it's a talking bass, it is more recent than the disco era. Let's get rid of those cobwebs. There's 2 cobwebs. Aha, here's where this comes into play. Cobweb number 1 and 2. Floor is dirty. We gotta vacuum stuff. Time to rip out old kitchen. Deleted. Deleted. Gonzo. What is that? Yeah, we got some more clutter. We got boxes. I got 2 boxes next to me that I packed because I'm moving. Okay, we're keeping the fish. But you're getting a more prominent spot. Now we're cooking. Or at least we will be. Just look at this little cutie. Oh! And you turn around when I just curse over you? That's the best feature of the game so far. Add some kitchen cabinets and don't forget a sink. Oh, it kept where we were. I was on Windows in the tutorial and it keeps that spot. Interesting. Studio effects. What? Oh. Okay, I have nothing in studio yet, but we got effects. Cabinets. This looks like it could go. Whoa, that's huge. That does not look like it could go over a sink. Never mind. Ooh, it's like display case vibe. And then we're getting into not kitchen things. Okay. Kitchen cabinets. I didn't expect cabinets and kitchen cabinets to be separate categories, but you know what? That makes sense. Fish needs to remain prominent. Can I turn you? We haven't learned about rotating things. Oh, I just figured out how to duplicate. And that's changing sizes, changing colors. What does that do? Opens the door. Duh, that makes sense. Well... okay, if we use the arrows, we can turn it. Cool. I appreciate when there is, like, a quality tutorial that teaches you necessary stuff, but isn't painfully long, and also still leaves room for you to figure other things out on your own, which is exactly what this game had. Okay. Let's add a sink next, although there's gonna be a pet in this camper. Construction, I'm just curious. Ooh. What are you? Okay, kitchen appliances. Will you have a sink? You got stove tops. That looks like a sink to me. Although only part of it? Okay. Let's drop that there. Where is oh no, actually this is just better. This is a better one. Okay. You're going away. You're getting turned. But where is the rest of the sink bits? Or is it an entirely different, like, kind of base item, and I botched that? Let's look through the rest of these. It is just an entirely different thing. Okay. Well, we just have a longer cabinet than I was originally creating. Ooh, could you go on the wall? You sure can. Also just learned, it'll automatically turn if I just drag it along the wall. Cool. And let's just do more of those too. Alright, we need something to cook on. Time to get that stove that I saw. That actually I think was still in the kitchen appliances. There we go. This is not a kitchen I would design, but it is the kitchen I am designing. Awesome, now it's at a table. Okay, well first I need to add a pet. Okay, so first I need to add a pet bed. This seems big though. Let's make you a little smaller. Okay. Look at them. Ooh. I can fully change the colors of the dog. Do we get them unnatural colors? Oh my god. No. There. That's cuter. One of our cats, I was gonna say our cat, there's two of them. One of our cats got into some hair dye a few months ago and did not look like this, but definitely had kind of splotches of color along his back legs and a little bit of his side. It was pretty silly. Tables. Let's go for that one. Shrink it a bit. Where the heck would we put a chair? I guess there. Comically long table. Let's make this make a little more sense. Although these proportions are wild. Okay, this needs to be bigger. Table needs to not be in the wall. It's a very tight spot, but 2 should be alright. Is this... Oh, that looks like a chair to me. It looked like a stool of some sort. It was not. It was another table. I am in the table section, so I should know better. I think we're just getting a couple littles, though, because look at this. Look at this crammed camper I created. No, they don't count. Okay, bigger chairs. Let's get these pointy ones. I like this music. Unlocked. Toy truck. Ooh. Okay, before we leave this space, let's change it a little bit. I like that color. But I'm not going to do it for the floor. That feels weird. Ooh. Would the countertops matching the floor be stupid? I don't know. I think it kind of works. We're gonna stick with it. Okay. Almost done with the counter. I'm going to make the chairs purple to match the dog bed. Anything that people or animals sit on in this camper is purple. And which of these greens are the right one? It seems too dark. It is too dark. That one? Maybe. Ooh, what can we change with the fish? We can change everything with the fish. Well, okay, just because we're here. Just for the sake of changing the fish. Okay. This is it. This is our camper. I mean, keep saying unsave. Oh, I can save the camper, I guess. Okay. But yeah, tutorial is still checked off, and now so is camper renovation. I want to save Cat Paradise. Like, I'm not going to play all of these today. I'm probably going to get through maybe half. And I think Cat Paradise is going to be really good. And it's going to wait. Moving Troubles. This was either not there before, or I missed it and thought that only the camper was going to be the only car. Oh no! While moving this truck, I had to do an emergency brake and all that stuff is scattered around. Let's fix things by deleting them. Which is exactly what my partner does with City Skylines. If there is a fire, well, you know what? Usually they leave fires. If there's a building that can't get enough employees, the business is deleted. If people are complaining about things that can't be easily corrected, they're deleted. Bed has fallen out of the truck. Can you add a bed? We can add a bed to the truck. That's allowed. Ooh, I think we're gonna do bunk beds. Bunk beds are on my mind because trying to buy some for, I guess, my niece-in-laws? Is that a thing? Is that a term that anyone in the world has ever used? And, I haven't done it yet, because I spent a bunch of money on a car. It was a double bed. Well, this is also a double bed, right? Okay. I guess it's not. So do I just need... I mean, this is huge. Okay. Yeah, it's this huge one that we're gonna make a little less huge. And we're putting a fireplace in here? What? Where? This, people that sleep in this truck let the sun wake them up. They don't need alarms. Where do we think the fireplace will be? We know that effects has the actual, like, flame effects in it. Fireplaces are their own category, of course. Of course. What? Whoa. Oh, this won't turn, though. It's too big to turn on its own. Okay. It's gonna go at the back of the truck, because it seems like a hazard. Ooh. I mean, I'm not gonna make the inside of this truck brick, but we could make it fun. Even though the wood makes the most sense, let's just have the wood go in different directions so it makes less sense. Okay, we're getting crazy and we're adding a bathtub. What? Don't actually like that color. Oh. I don't want to make everything purple or green, though. All I would ever do if left to my own device is purple, green, some pink. Is there like a pure white? There. Trans colors. Okay. Let's tinker with effects a little bit. Ooh, wait, I should probably put wood in there first. Okay. There's wood. There's a fire. Let's pretend that is the top. Oh, no. Okay. It's like there wouldn't actually be smoke right there. It would be like escaping the truck, but I can't place things outside of the truck. Which makes sense. I understand. Ooh. Wintry. Let's do that. Ooh, there are music options. Okay, yeah, let's have... Well, we can't have rain and have sun. Never mind. Let's just go with that. Bathtub. I forgot I'm supposed to be doing something. Bathroom. Did I skip by tubs? None of these are very tub to me. Well, I guess this is. This is gonna be wild. Okay, you have this camper, and it is a fireplace, a bed, and a bathtub, and you need to climb over the bathtub to get into bed. And if there's a fire, you're probably dead. Random colors. Ooh, pastels? No, paste. Paste and pastel are different words. Okay. Also fish in an aquarium? Or what is it, a snake in a terrarium? Ooh. Well, I feel like either of these things needs to be on like a little table or cabinet. Maybe a little cabinet situation, just a little one here. And pets. That's a snake. I'm terrified of snakes, but this isn't my camper, man, so... A fridge! Okay, we are gonna shrink everything. If I just left the snake huge, that would be concerning. Although I do like, this is the size of the truck door. This is the size of the bed. Ooh, gotta move the fire and the wood. That looks fine. Ooh, and this makes more sense over there. Big fridge with 2 doors. Kitchen appliances. That's 2 doors. What if we also just make the fridge, like, genuinely a big fridge? It's the biggest thing in the truck. Ooh. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Silly brain. I want to just keep changing colors. Oh, but I accidentally just changed the same thing twice. I'm going to change that. Ooh. Okay. Washing machine. Who are these people? If I were a washing machine, which category would I be in? I mean, I guess it's technically electronic, but this is not what I'm guessing will be here. What? You guys are getting an arcade cabinet instead of a washing machine, and you're gonna like it. Yeah, not in that. I mean, some people have their, like, double-decker washer-dryer, yeah, kind of adjacent to the kitchen, or in the bathroom, or by the bathroom, or in neither of those places. Let's just go further into here. It's in kitchen. Okay. You're the best. No, you're the best. Oh. There we go. Moved. Shrunk down a little bit. You know what? The dryer would be on the bottom. I feel like that's like always the thing I see when they're stacked, is the dryer's on the bottom. Am I making that up? Because if the washer has any problems, it would get water into the dryer. Okay, washer's going on the bottom. I am now questioning if I'm remembering that correctly or not. And yeah, I guess I'll keep saving them in case I ever want to revisit these and fix them. And do I need to not go to the main menu every time? No, I do need to go to the menu every time. Okay. Play. Meditation. Potion lab spies. Okay, I want to save the cats and the vampires. I don't know why I said vampires weird, but I feel like I said vampires weird. Let's do an actual structure though. Let's do the reading nook. Oh, I feel like this is one of the kind of like stereotypical rooms in the trailers and things. Let's create a cozy reading nook in this room. Start by finding a comfortable armchair. I will. Sofas and armchairs. It's gotta have a back to it. We gonna do this one. Now let's add a few decorative cushions to make the reading nook extra inviting. Ooh. Where might there be decorative cushions? Accessories? we're gonna need it to come to accessories for books. Oh my god, look at you. And another one. And here's that little toy we got. Okay, accessories does not have decorative cushions though. So, well, are you gonna be with the bedding and I didn't notice before? Like, is that a decorative cushion? It is. Automatically changing the color. And, wanted to duplicate you. There. How about a small side table next to the chair for a cup of tea or coffee? Okay, we can do that. Here are the little side tables that I confused with stools earlier. But we gotta make it a little taller. Yeah, you can reach over the arm like that and that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Well, wait a minute. We're gonna continue the pink. Let's add a cozy atmosphere with a floor lamp. Ooh, I haven't added any lighting to anything yet. Let's pretend this fits. You're going over here. And you're getting all grown up. Let's place some books on the nearby shelves, of course. Saw those in accessories. Look at all these books. You're going there. We're gonna have a messier stack at the bottom here. We're gonna have an open book. And we're legendary? Ooh, got a book stand. We can't be legendary and still have trash. Let's get some sort of cabinet situation to I mean, I guess it says cabinet. This is just another bookshelf. I'm gonna shrink a little bit so it can fit better between these windows. And hey, plant, you're going right there. You're hanging out over here getting partial light. We're gonna trash those boxes. Ooh, I don't need to actually search. Let's get out of the search. Ooh. Okay, let's change these colors. What do you think I'm gonna make them? I'm gonna reverse these two so that two of these colors are more prominent than the other one. And we're gonna back up and duplicate and duplicate again. We're gonna have this go around the whole dang room. We're gonna have a little trans flag representation while we read in the corner with a strangely placed floor lamp. Not that. The floor can be neutral, I guess. Ooh, we change in these walls though. That's kind of fun. I mean, the kind of like Chiron vibe is fine too, but we're doing that. And I forget we can do stuff like this, although that looks wild with the window. Any fun shapes over here? Makes sense? Ooh. Not really. I feel like these things just kind of floating in the sky on their own looked silly. We're just gonna change one of these colors. There. Ooh. Just gonna be a darker green and scale up. More wooded background. Okay. I am happy enough with this little reading space that seems kind of empty. Let's pretend it's not empty. Alright. Yeah, no boat still. Meditation. Let's do the potion lab. Ooh, this is a dirty floor. And we got some cobwebs to wipe away. Ooh. So for the cobweb, you just kind of like curse over it a little bit. Same with the vacuum, but I need to actually click on the spills here. A fireplace to brew potions. Ooh. There we go. Literally only, I don't know if it's even fair to call it concern. The only concern adjacent thing I have with this game, because I'm having a delightful time, is I wonder for people who don't play games, who might see this and be like, this looks cute as heck. I don't play very many games, but this looks really cozy. I'm going to play this. I do wonder how much of this they'd be able to figure out on their own. And maybe I am just like assuming they wouldn't figure it out. But like being able to turn things, needing to use the keys when the keys don't come up in the tutorial or with other stuff. Oop, I gave too many logs. I didn't even pay attention to the log counter. I was just like, 3 can fill this. But yeah, I wonder if people who don't play games much play this would be able to figure that out or not. And hopefully they would. Hopefully it's still intuitive to like a non-regularly gaming person. But I wonder. Ooh, we need to add some jars to the mantle. Okay. You got it, little house friend. I was curious if it'd show what these are pictures of. I just see kind of faces. You're not a jar. Maybe the jars are with kitchen appliances. I'm Ron Burgundy. No, I don't see jars in here either. Time to use the search. Jar. Hey. We got some different sizes and shapes going on here. There, we're gonna have 2 of those over there. I thought it said 4 jars. We're getting 3. Curtains. Get rid of those curtains. They're a fire hazard. Okay, now we have fire hazards. What about the camper van? Fantastic. Now let's bring in the most enchanted creature of them all. A cat. I'm seeing a lot of doggos. There we go. Hanging out under the table, causing a little bit of chaos. To complete the magical laboratory, let's add some candles for that mysterious vibe. Let's do it. I will again refer to the search. I like to just kind of getting a hand for which collections had which things and figuring that out. But the search just makes too much dang sense sometimes. Here, let's have a candle next to a book. Let's start a fire. Ooh, unlocked potions. Well, wait, I know where I can find potions. here. Oh, nope. I thought it would be there. Oh, they're under food. What? There, new color potion on the table. What is... Ooh. Okay, let's pretend we're casually having a donut that's not on a plate. Just straight on the table. Casually eating a slightly dirty donut while brewing some potions. Why not? Yes, let's continue. Play. Let's do the gamer room. Hi, I'd like to upgrade my room a bit, especially my gaming setup. First, let's get rid of the laptop, replace it with a PC. A desktop, if you will. Great. Desk has to go, it's too small. You know, we could have just hit the plus button and made it bigger. Let's get rid of this chair, needs an upgrade. Okay. Now let's place a desk that is large enough for your new rig. Which of these would I maybe want in real life? I guess this is the closest to a thing that I would want to have. We gotta shrink it though, so it'll fit. I'm gonna move you and shrink you a bit. Okay, there. New desk dominates that whole corner. Ooh. Oh, I didn't mean to get rid of that. I just wanted to move it. Let's fix my having deleted that. Beds. There, you got a new set of covers. 2 monitors. So you can watch videos and play games at the same time, or so you can have OBS and Twitch open and play games at the same time. Although I do often have YouTube or a podcast open on my other monitor. Okay. Whoa, this thing is huge. I'm gonna pretend they sit here. And also that the monitors aren't the same size, because mine definitely are not. But we need to get you a comfy chair. Okay. Mine is okay. This was an upgrade. I was excited about it. It arrived. I was immediately disappointed / lightly angry about it, and eventually grew on it. It is definitely cheaper quality than I thought I was getting given the amount of money I was spending, which is unfortunate for me, but it does okay, in case you are wondering. Ooh, it's right there. That looks like the back. Okay, you're going... Well, okay, you have to go over here so we can see. No, we still can't see the color because you're hidden under a desk. Okay. You're hanging out there. This looks like a mouse. Ooh. That looks like a mic to me. We're gonna shrink it down though, because otherwise that would be huge. That's a keyboard. Okay. They're sitting in like the nook of the desk, but whatever. That's fine. Maybe they like it that way. Okay, we're gonna shrink this window. which would be a kind of interesting thing to have this particular window set up, but maybe they do, and this one behind the desk is like really awkward. Okay, let's move on. Alright, I'm gonna do one more. And then got some more kind of little housekeeping before I sign off in a bit. Garage to home cinema. Whoa, it is indeed a garage. Okay, let's tidy it up. Great job so far. Now let's grab the vacuum and make these floors clean enough to have a picnic on them. I don't know about that. There's still too dirt somewhere. But it's under stuff, isn't it? Okay, let's clear this out so we can find the remaining dirt. Sorry, stuff. You're all being donated or trashed or sold or a combination of the three. Alright, the rest of the dirt has been revealed. Still a few cobwebs around. That there are. Okay. We got more boxes to get rid of. And we doing it. Also, just gonna trash that. We're actually gonna hang this painting and not have it sit on the floor. Oop. I do kind of wish there was like a quick back button, because I didn't mean to do that. Get rid of that too. Get rid of that too. Okay, let's level up this space with a comfy couch. That's chairs. Nope. There we go. Sofas. This one is huge. I mean, does the garage door need to be usable? Yeah, we'll do this one. Slide that a little farther over. Okay. We need a TV. A big one, I think. Those are monitors. Are all the TVs just kind of like wall-mounted TV? Here, let's... Oh, I can't turn this. Like, it'll turn on the walls, but the arrows actually don't do anything for this one. Which is interesting. But I need to turn it around so it's not facing this wall. What if I grab a different one? Yeah, still arrows don't do anything. Well, let's move the couch so that the TV can make sense. And it's huge. Bonus chair with a cozy headrest. Sure can do. Is this cozy? That's nearly headresty enough. That is. Oh, but the cat chair. The cat chair might have to just happen, but it does not fulfill our quest. This doesn't either. What's the coziest headrest situation we have? It's just kind of like the desk chairs. Nope, not that either. How about adding a bonus chair with a cozy headrest for maximum comfort? What if I search headrest? Okay. If I search headrest, I get a headrest. Sweet. Ooh, unlocked a curved TV that's on a stand and not wall mounted. Cool. I want to just add some accessories onto these shelves. Like, what is the deal with this giant cat? I don't know, but they're gonna hang out somewhat ominously in the corner. Not quite black on the TV, though. Let's just have some pictures. That I guess are empty. If we change the colors, does it? Oh, we can't change, like, the picture. Aha, here we go. Skull. Okay, we got some pictures. That's something. We got this funky cat. What's this other one? Y'all look the same to me. Perhaps you are. Perhaps you are not. I don't know. But you are going to be together now. Just below the TV, though. Okay, we're going to toss some shoes at the door because they came to the garage and took their shoes off. That's the narrative I'm building. Are there any other accessories in here that make sense for shelves? Holy car. Not that one. Of course, books. Okay, I thought one of those would be a toy car. They are not, but this is. Is this a trash can? Nope, it is something smaller than a trash can. Here we got some random papers. They got put in the garage, just thrown on a shelf, totally forgotten. Okay, this is our weird garagey entertainment space thing. I like this music. I've said that like 3 times, but okay, let's just check what's the create. Ooh, room, camper, garden. Oh, just garden space totally from scratch. I'm just gonna fill it with dogs. What do you think I'm gonna do? Okay, look at me, cats too. Dog and cats hanging out. Sleeping opposite each other. What are they maybe gonna be like around? What are they all facing or looking at? That is the question. Maybe just a big fire. Maybe just a large flame. Okay, that is as big as the fire can go. And it sparkles when I do that. That's funny. Can I make the smoke way bigger? Oh, I deleted it when I made it that high. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing right now. It's just having a bunch of animals hanging out around a flame, but this is a little animal cult we got going on. And let's just swap everybody's colors around. I don't know why this is what I've chosen to do. Do we think they started the fire? Or did they just stumble upon the fire? I don't know what my headcanon is. Alright. Well, this is MakeRoom, and I just didn't make a room right now. This was delightful. I'm definitely going to play more of this on and off stream. shout out to Kenny for making this and for just making so many assets that so many people like myself have been able to make or use to make our own projects and games and things. Extremely appreciated for the non-artistes out there like myself. I don't know my exact stream schedule right now. Life is a little busy, a little hectic. I'm going out of town for a few days. I and my partner are moving across the country at the end of the month. So it's a very busy August. It's also just packed full of games. So I want to try to just fit in little, honestly, probably like 30 to 90 minute streams here and there whenever I can, because there's so many things that I want to play in general and so many things that I want to play on stream. Like more MakeRoom, and definitely Is the Seat Taken. I imagine that will be maybe 2 streams to beat Is the Seat Taken. It's supposed to be 4 to 6 hours, I think. And the demo alone was about 45 minutes for me at my pace. So we'll see how it goes, but I'm very excited for that one. I should have guessed a shadow drop was possible for it, because for a long time it's been like, okay, here's like the only game that says August and doesn't have a date yet, and August is approaching and approaching, and now it's actually August, and everything else kind of like had dates, and I was worried it was going to get bumped a month or two, and that's why they hadn't singled out a day. But the opposite, or not the opposite, but a very different thing from a delay happened. A shadow drop happened. So I'm hoping to be back on stream within the next 2 days. Maybe Saturday morning I fit something in before I go on my trip. And then definitely when I get back next Tuesday, Wednesday, or both, I want to play something. So let me actually close this. Okay, we're gonna save my crazy little space. I'm gonna exit the game for a moment. I'm gonna just poke around what else I have lined up. So I do still want to play Red Strings Club, which I've been talking about for weeks. Obviously more MakeRoom and Is the Seat Taken. I want to play A Year of Springs, Return to Ash, and Say No More. Those are all things that I want to stream, but that's definitely going to be carrying over into the rest of the fall, plus other new releases and things as they pop up. The one that I have played from that list before is Say No More. I love that game. It is 2 or 3 hours long. Very silly, on rails narrative, slightly anti-capitalist, and just about like not being a total people pleaser and not saying yes to everything out of necessity, and learning to say no sometimes. And it is very funny and very good, and I would like to share it with my little corner of the internet. So on that note, I had a delightful time with MakeRoom. Definitely playing more of it. Gotta stop rambling. Gotta log off. But I will see you sometime soon, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.